Welcome, everyone. I'm Michael Haig, and I'm here to quickly summarize for you all the exciting innovations that we announced at Distributed SQL Summit 2023. We had a number of powerful updates delivered in our latest release, YugabyteDB 2.19. So our mission remains the same: deliver the best database for transactional applications. With this release, we are taking a big step towards being a general purpose database for just about any transactional app out there. Our theme for 2.19 is all about turbocharging PostgreSQL. Now, we continue to lean into the popularity of PostgreSQL while still delivering a multi-API database with SQL and NoSQL capabilities. So 2.19, this release is all about expanding the reach of YugabyteDB with PG-like performance, reducing app complexity with built-in connection management, and enhancing enterprise readiness with advanced disaster recovery. All right, let's jump into the details. Now, the first major highlight is that YugabyteDB 2.19 can now power both massively scalable applications, which have been the primary focus of distributed SQL to date, and thanks to a number of new innovations, you can now lift and shift a wide range of existing PostgreSQL applications to YugabyteDB without needing to re-architect and without having to worry about performance. So if you look at the database landscape today, single-node PostgreSQL offers local execution, which leads to low latency, but it doesn't have distributed execution, and therefore no built-in scale and resiliency. Now, classic distributed SQL offers distributed execution, bringing you that resilience and scale you need for cloud-native world, but that comes with a higher latency as you deal with the networking and the overhead inherent to a distributed cluster. For the first time, YugabyteDB is bringing these two together thanks to our new bimodal query execution engine that supports local execution when needed for low latency, and then easily switches on a granular per table basis to a distributed execution that automatically shards data across nodes. And in both of these cases, you get the built-in resilience advantages of YugabyteDB. Now, another major enhancement that is helping power this PG-like performance is our brand new distributed aware cost-based optimizer. By greatly improving how often the ideal query plan is selected, combined with a number of other enhancements around query pushdowns and read path optimizations, you can now enjoy up to 40% improvement in query execution times. All right, if that wasn't enough, the next major update is targeted at all the Postgres users out there that have struggled with connections. I believe this is a first for a distributed SQL solution. YugabyteDB 2.19 delivers built-in connection management, turning that common PostgreSQL challenge into a big strength. New native connection pooling uses logical connections to ensure your application is always connected to the database. And so what are the results? Now, besides simplifying your application architecture immensely, especially when paired with YugabyteDB smart drivers, this new built-in connection pooling delivers up to 20x faster connection creation and up to 5 times more connections per node than standard PostgreSQL. And you get both of those while maintaining that same throughput. All right, let's talk about 2 new features for resilience and data protection. First, we are announcing transactional semantics for our xCluster async replication technology that allow you to see your transactions at the destination side in the correct order, maintaining that referential integrity. This adds to the advantages xCluster already provides by offering a high parallel throughput kind of path, this big pipe between clusters, leading to very low lag, and therefore giving you an even lower RPO than normal replication solutions. Second, and now this one's coming soon, so it's a little bit of a sneak peek, but we talked about it at the keynote. We are working to release a radically simplified disaster recovery workflow. Through the API and the click of just a couple buttons, you'll be able to easily configure and test your disaster recovery plans. So if you have an unplanned failover, you can promote your replication with a quick click, or if you need to test for compliance reasons, then you can easily do that now as well with the API or a couple clicks. And then a major advantage of these technologies like xCluster combined with synchronous replication is they provide a large number of different design patterns to be used when meeting the needs of global applications. You can go from classic configurations, like an active-active multi-master configuration, to unique configurations like a latency-optimized geo-partitioning deployment. Really, the flexibility and power is yours as you combine these together. All right, now I've already blown way past my target length for this video, but there are a number of other updates that were announced at DSS and part of this release. We've got our initial preview support for pgvector extension to help with AI applications. YugabyteDB Managed added multi-region cluster support for Azure, as well as adding major observability enhancements like support for third-party tools like Datadog and Grafana. We had a wave of enhancements for our YugabyteD tool, making deploying and managing our open source YugabyteDB so much easier. You've got to check it out for rapid tests or POCs. And then I've got to mention Voyager 1.5, our open source migration tool. This latest release adds portfolio assessment capabilities to help you organize migrations of large sets of applications. And then it also took a major step forward by introducing live migration from Oracle. So no more excuses not to modernize. All right, there's my rapid fire recap of YugabyteDB 2.19. You can learn more on our website or just give YugabyteDB a try at cloud.yugabyte.com. Enjoy the updates, and I'll see you back here next time.